بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we have started to have a brief interpretation of Quran. We reached to chapter Baqara. This chapter is revealed in Medina and it has 287 verses. Please listen to verse 65.
ولقد علمتم الذين اعتدوا منكم في السبت فقلنا لهم كونوا قردة خاسئين.
And certainly you have known those among you who exceeded the limits of the Sabbath. So we said to them, be apes, despised and hated. In previous section we talked about this verse and we said Allah reminds the people to remember the time that Allah had ordered them not to work on Saturday, which is named as a Sabbath, and they planned. Allah says in this verse, "i'tadaw." It means they exceeded the limit. They planned in such a way that a group of them who were taking fish, they saw that on Saturday that they are supposed not to work, the fish are coming on the surface of the water, and on other days there are not such a fish. As the fish understood that in Saturday they are secure. And when they were coming on Saturday, they planned. They said, we make a place that when the fish are coming on Saturday, they will not be able to go back to the river, and in other days we are going to catch them. Then Allah says, do you remember that you did such things and it was cheating? Then Allah says, and what did I do to you to punish you? Allah says, فَقُلْنَا لَهُمْ كُونُوا قِرَدَةً خَاسِئِينَ. And I told them, be as the apes, قِرَدَةً خَاسِئِينَ, and hated. We reached to this sentence that قِرَدَة, Allah says that we ordered them to be apes and monkeys. In another verse that we read also in previous section, Allah says that we have ordered some to be pigs or monkeys. We said that what does it mean? Really they become pigs and monkeys physically, or it is spiritually? We said there are different ideas among scholars, like Maraghi says no, this is not physically, this is spiritually, like أولئك كالأنعام, or أولئك مثل الذين حملوا التوراة كمثل الحمار. When Allah says is like donkey in chapter Jum'ah, it doesn't mean physically they are donkey or ass. Or when Allah says أولئك كالأنعام بل هم أضل, they are like animals, it means really they are cow or, for example, horse. No, spiritually. But other scholars says no, they are physically, they will be changed. We reach to hear that in resurrection day we have some narrations that people will be changed according to the sins that they have committed in the world. In resurrection day they will be present over there with different shapes. We said that these narrations is brought in Bahar al-Anwar, volume 14, page 787. That Allah is talking that in this narration people will be changed to 13 different kinds of animals in this world. And in resurrection day, we have narrations that people will attend in different shapes. The narration says, those who make a rumor, they will be present as a monkeys. Those who take haram food, the food which is not allowed according to the religion, they become like pig, swines, and they will be present in resurrection day. The narration says the judge who doesn't judge among the others with the truth, he doesn't see the truth or he doesn't want to follow the truth, he will be blind in resurrection day as he doesn't have eyes. The narration says a person who is very arrogant and proud of himself, he is not ready to be humble in front of Allah, this person will come to resurrection day as a dumb and deaf, as he doesn't hear at all and he cannot talk and say anything. Also narration says a scholar who does not practice his knowledge, only he advises others but he does not practice, he will come to resurrection day as he is chewing his tongue. One of the biggest one scene which is considered very big is for a person who advises others to stop from sin and he doesn't try himself. Of course, we can advise and we should try. This narration is for those people who does not try. I don't want to say that if you commit sin, you must stop advising others. No, you should advise and you should try your best. As long as we try, really, Allah is going to help us. But this is for a person who says, but he doesn't try himself at all. Also in this narration says, a person who bothers his neighbor, he is coming in resurrection day while his hands and legs will be caught. He doesn't have hands, he doesn't have legs. In narrations, we are advised a lot to take care of our neighbors. Even if our neighbors are not Muslims, still we have duty to take care of them, to question them. Also in narration says, a newsmonger will be hanged in resurrection day to a piece of fire. This narration is brought in Tafsir al-Bayt and Tafsir al-Thaqalain and Tafsir Safi under the verse 18 of chapter Naba. There are a few messages that we can get from this verse. One, when Allah says, وَلَقَدْ أَلِمْتُمُ الَّذِينَ اعْتَدَوْا, and certainly you have known those among you who exceeded the limits of the Sabbath. Allah says, you certainly know. Allah wants to help us to have knowledge that what happened in the history. In the history, some people disobeyed Allah and Allah punished them severely even in this world, let alone to the day after, to resurrection day. Allah wants to let us know that if you exceed the limits, even in this world, there is a possibility that Allah will take some of His blessings. Then you are going to have a miserable life. Then you will go and work day and night, and you will not be able to gain the peace. And you say, what happened? Allah says, you started to fight with me, and I took the peace and tranquility from your life. So Allah mentions different stories that happen in the history until we learn and we start to obey Him. Allah says in this verse that فَقُلْنَا لَهُمْ كُونُوا قِرَدَةً خَاسِئِينَ, and we told to them that be apes. It means Allah changed the face of certain people. Those people who change Allah's rules intentionally, Allah says these people should be punished by ordering that they will be changed. Their face will be changed. So we understand that deviation of Allah's words, Allah's commands, is so difficult, and the punishment for that is so severe. Also, we understood from this message that to change physically from one shape to another shape is possible. Of course, in Resurrection Day is going definitely to happen, and in this world also, according to many scholars, Allah has ordered, and physically they have been changed. Even those scholars that they say no, it was spiritually, it doesn't mean they do not believe that Allah has power and ability to do that. Definitely Allah has power, there is no question about it. But the discussion is that Allah has done it or not. Many of the scholars says, as we understand from Quran, yes, Allah has done it. Allah has done it, and Allah changed the shape of these people to the face of monkey. Also, we understand from this verse that it is a punishment from Allah to make a person as a donkey, or to make a person's shape as a pig's, swines. This is a punishment of Allah. We may ask a question that what is wrong with the monkey? What is wrong with the swines? Okay, they are created by the Lord. Who created the pig? Allah. So what is wrong if Allah will change our face to their face? Of course, to be monkey by itself and its nature, this is not bad. This is something that Allah has created. But human being which has intellect and conscience and can understand everything, Allah will change him as a shape of monkey and will not be able to understand anymore. Or even if he understands, but his shape will be changed, definitely it is a punishment. So by nature being a monkey or cow or pig is not a big deal. This is very good. But human being will be changed to that. It means Allah gave you the best shape at the beginning, and you considered as a successor of Allah, and you deserve to reach such a position, and Allah will change you to such a shape. This is a punishment of Allah. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.